Here we go. Welcome back to Hockey Central. Merrick Stewart and our producer, Matt Marchese, for the feature that has taken Sportsnet 590 The Fan by storm.
Don't you know it? Again, this is your brainchild.
Matty has questions.
This is your brainchild, so I can't get in trouble for anything.
I'm just looking out for your career, young man.
That makes one of us.
And I just hope that one day, when you run the joint, you'll hire me and Stewie. You'll remember it was us.
Stewie, maybe.
Oh, okay. Oh, very well.
Where's the hat, though? You forgot the hat.
I don't have any. I don't have a hat. I don't have a monocle, guys.
I think you'd dress up like the Planters Peanut guy with like the monocle and the white gloves and the cane and all
got
that.
the banana and pajama shirt on today.
All right, and that's my segment. I'll take off.
Matty has questions. It's the segment that concludes the program. What do you got, Matty?
Eddie Shack had him in studio. It was great.
Yeah, man.
He was known as the entertainer.
Yep.
And now the game kind of lacks in that department. But who is currently the best entertainer in the NHL?
Ryan Reeves.
I was going to say, I don't even think it's close.
Yeah, Ryan Reeves. What he's doing after hours with Scott Oak.
And fantastic.
He's not afraid to say what's on his mind in interviews. He's not afraid to chirp for, current players in front of the cameras. Ryan Reeves.
When you're that tough, you can pretty much say whatever you want.
But you have to have the personality, too. Like a guy like another legendary tough guy, Dave Semenko, the late Dave Semenko, was entertaining, but in his own way. Like, he was a pretty quiet, understated guy. Man, was Semenko tough.
Yeah.
Like, he was the king. Like, he ran the show. But Dave was always a real smart guy, and he would engage in what he called witty goon talk. You ever heard of this?
No.
So, Dave, when you saddle up with the guys, too, and you want to fight, it's like, hey, you want to go? Like, that's sort of standard, right? Semenko was always a little more... What's the word? He had a sort of class about him. The way he would invite a player to fight. You know what Dave Semenko would say? He'd saddle up next to someone that he wanted to fight, and he'd say, when this puck drops, why don't you and I go on a little canoe ride? And that was his code for,
let's do it.
We're going to do this. It wasn't like, hey, come on, let's go, buddy. Why don't you and I go for a little canoe ride?
Yeah.
You know who, by the way, who has the potential to be the best or one of the best entertainers in the NHL, who's got a great personality and you don't see it? Taylor Hall.
Yeah.
Go ahead, next story.
All right, let's do one more. Last night, a black cat took the spotlight at MetLife Stadium between the Cowboys and Giants. Weirdest thing you've seen at a hockey game. Mine was line brawling junior, parents climbing the glass, mom on the ice.
Jeez, I'd have to really think about that. What's the strangest thing you've ever seen?
For me, is in Atlanta, we were winning 4-1, and Phil Kessel was skating up the ice on a back check, and the waffles came flying on the ice. So for me to see waffles, first of all, how do you get waffles into the game? And then second, what would make you decide to throw it on the ice as opposed to eating them? I'm a waffle guy. I would be eating them as opposed to throwing them on the ice.
You've seen parent brawls, though, right?
Oh, yeah. I saw one like this past weekend. Yeah. That's a regular. That's a regular.
That's a GTHL.
That doesn't faze me.
We got to talk about reffing next time. We're not
get
supposed
me
to
started.
touch that
The powers that be.
Oh, look at that. We're out of time. Thanks for joining us on Hockey Central. Writer's Block is next on Sportsnet 590 The Fan.